Hi, I'm Jamie Ruby from Sci-Fivision. Thanks so much for talking to me today.
Oh, let that background.
Hi, Jamie.
Face, hi. And I apologize for my voice. I'm getting over COVID. I'm kind of losing it. But so, to start off, can you all three of you talk about sort of what we can expect from your characters this season?
I mean, definitely a lot of growth for William. We've seen him before as a really young kid, and now he's transitioning into being a man. He is pretty naive. He doesn't know his true parentage. He doesn't really know the realities of the world yet. He was very sheltered in England, and now he's about to go to war. And he's very eager to do so, and I think it's because he really doesn't understand the kind of violence that will ensue. So he's going to grow up a lot in a very short time period. I think that's where we meet him in the beginning of the season.
We're going to see Ian teaming up with his uncle, and the duo going off to rescue Claire. But later on, Ian's story becomes, well, he goes through a couple of crises, so he's got some trouble on the way. It's going to be interesting to see how he deals with that.
Yeah, Lord John is gonna really hit rock bottom, and he's gonna get beaten up.
There.
We're gonna shove him down there. We're gonna like stomp him down there, make sure he stays there. That's what I'm looking forward to. I'm sure artists all want to see that.
Thanks for giving William that trait, by the way, as well.
Poor William, it's
just constant suffering.
Takes the L.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes this show has a lot of suffering. So obviously a big part of the show is the costumes. So can you sort of talk about how much that really informs your decisions you make as you're, portraying the different characters?
We're really lucky to have a really top-notch costume team and costume designer with Trish. There's no expense spared for the costumes. For everyone, we have costume fittings where we have to come in 2 weeks early, and like they're all tailored, and the detail that everyone puts into costumes is outstanding. The fans are going to love seeing all the new fashions. I think on Lord John personally. We all have a standby costume people who make sure that they take care of every little detail of our costume as they appear on screen, brushing them and like threading them and stuff. So I think that's one of the delights that people have when they see the show, is the attention to detail and the fabrics and all that kind of stuff.
So of course all that informs your performance and really makes you believe so much in this universe and this character.
Exactly.
So it's a lot easier to feel like a lord when you're dressed like a lord and everything is pristine and beautiful. So
although you get mucky pretty quickly.
Oh yeah. So, like we said, rock bottom.
Now, John and Charles, and this is in episode 4, so we can't tease too much, but you two get to have pretty important scene together. So what was it like working together for the two of you?
Yeah, I mean, there was a warmth between us, I think, right off the bat, and
there's a crackle of chemistry.
Exactly, a little crackle, a little fire there, and William, I don't think really realizes just how important he is in his life, because he obviously doesn't know his true parentage, doesn't know that we're actually related. So I think there's a lot of complicated things going through your mind in that, and all William's feeling is this guy who's saving his life, and this lovely individual that he's happened to meet.
There's so many layers in that scene that it was such a fun performance, basically. It was the first scene that we shot together, so I was like, all right, let's see what this guy's made of,
Test me out a little bit.
But we were talking earlier about how some scenes can feel like they have musicality, and I think that was one for me that certainly felt like it had a rhythm to it.
What song would it be?
What song is it be?
Oh damn, something by the Wiggles, apparently. We were just talking about how we went to a Wiggles concert, so...
What song would it be?
That's a good question.
You got the playlist, John.
Yeah.
I think you got better music taste than I do, so...
Jesus.
Maybe like Here Come the Drums.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Rolo in there, too.
What about you, David? What's your playlist for your character?
I have a pretty diverse playlist, and it really depends on the scene that I'm doing. A lot of actors, what we like to do, or I think I'm speaking for everyone here, is to, if you have an emotional scene, sometimes it really helps you dial into that emotion. And there were some really, tricky scenes this season, and some music that helped me get into that emotional state. But at the same time, I do love a good 90s R&B track when I start my day. So look, as I said, it's pretty eclectic, and so I can go from the gamut of 90s R&B to something like Max Richter's Four Seasons, for all you nerds out there. I really liked getting into that. So playlists are always important when you're acting.
Who would the three of you like to get to have more scenes with? Now, obviously, I haven't seen the rest of the season. I've only seen the first 4, but who do you want to get to work more with that you haven't really gotten a chance yet?
Probably Rollo some more.
Rollo, yeah.
Gotta love me some Rollo.
I heard he's difficult to work with. So
he gave me a lick in the one scene. Did you see that?
Yeah.
They included it in.
Call HR.
I also love how there's a noise. There's an audible and it just makes me think that there's probably someone in looping, in post-production, just making dog licking noises just to fit it perfectly in the scene.
Rollo for you then.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. You can hang out with Rollo. Well, we don't really get many scenes together.
No, we don't.
So, it'd be nice if we did.
Yeah, audiences may or may not have that to look forward to. We'll see. There's Lord John does get around the phrases, and so eventually he might get around to it.
Yeah.
I wonder if that team up would be quite the epic one.
I think so. Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you, all three of you. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of the season. So thank you.
Thank you so much. Cheers. Bye.